Hey, what's up everybody? This is God Eater 3. And I am playing the PS4 version, which I did get a code for by Bandai Namco. Gonna be starting here in just a few seconds. Alright, so the plan is to do some rank 3 missions. But before that, as you can see here, this guy's actually weak to fire. And there's a pretty cool looking heavy moon weapon that's all fiery I want to make. And I need one more crafting material from the last boss of rank 2. So we're going to actually start off with that fight and then get into some rank 3 after I make that. Right now I'm using the Buster Blade. This guy actually hits pretty hard. So even though it's only rank 2, I have to be a little cautious here. Feel free to ask any questions about the game. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in this game. I'll try my best to answer it in between fighting. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, we're going to be doing rank 3. This is actually the last fight of rank 2 because I need one more crafting material for this pretty cool looking fiery heavy moon weapon I want to switch to after this, which will be good for the next fight we're going to do in rank 3. The little spring I was standing in when you see like it shooting out a geyser, it's pretty much like a free heal. These things here. And you'll see me double jumping sometimes. You can only double jump when you have your burst meter actually active, which is the big red meter down at the bottom that says level 2 right now. But being able to double jump is pretty handy because you can actually attack multiple times in the air. Alright, so he's taking off. Let me see who we got in here. Hey, remove. Hey, Ellis. Can you play this game solo? Yes. Most of the missions you do get these like AI companions. So he's actually healing himself there. Ideally, you wouldn't want to, you know, let him do that for too long. To carry him pretty easy. Tom, yeah, kind of. It's kind of like that. A lot more faster paced. Not as, like, methodical. Alright, yeah, so that gave us the material we needed. We can make that nice looking heavy moon. Show you here in a second. I'm really liking the Buster Blade though. May swap back and forth between these two. The heavy moon is new though to God Eater 3. You guys are talking about Monster Hunter in the chat and I almost said Monster Hunter. Yeah, I had my eye on this here. Which should be pretty good for that fight we're about to do in rank 3. And a lot of these weapons, almost all of them, have at least one slot where you can insert one of these abandoned God Arc skills. Any suggested ally abilities to look for? I'd recommend the ones that do status ailments or elemental damage. Like Venom is good, Bind is good, any of the elemental effects. Yeah, so that's our new weapon. Pretty gnarly. Alright, so what I'm doing here, these are your burst starts. I only have one right now. We're going to unlock some here, probably after this mission. But when you're in that burst state, you're actually going to get access to these, and they're naturally going to play out when you're attacking. So my ground attack here, that's going to be my square attack, is going to be beefed up, pretty much. And it's going to do this finishing move, which I say here, and there's all kinds of different ones, like finishing effects. Yeah, so a lot to that. Alright, so I haven't fought this guy yet. It's actually weak to fire and ice. That's a weird combo. What do I think of the story? It's just, it's adequate, but nothing like crazy awesome. You know, it's probably kind of what you expect. Pretty simplistic storytelling. Just to kind of get you from fight to fight. That is an insane amount of finishing effects, Zoe. You're correct. Hey, what's up, Danger? Man, that thing looks cool.
It's good to be working with you again today.
So yeah, this is one of the new weapons in the game. Some of its special abilities, it can turn into this like axe mode.
Be sure to come back safely, okay?
Which is pretty cool. And then also, an axe chainsaw. Which actually it will like grind into them if you actually connect with it. Wasn't quick enough on that. Hey, Distatic, what's up? How did I get that weapon? Just came into the stream. We started this quest. Let me get this health real quick. We started this quest doing a rank 2 mission to actually get one more crafting material so we could make this thing. We were using the Buster Blade, which is like a big great sword, but this is the Heavy Moon. Pretty fun weapon. Don't need to concern ourselves with these little guys. Come on, team, where's my teammates? Yeah, this Heavy Moon weapon's pretty fun once you get used to it. It's giving you Nier Automata vibes. Well, there's a reason why. I kind of tried to make my character look like 2B. I may be falsely giving you Nier vibes passively. Around what level am I? I'm on the rank 3 quest. There's not really like a traditional like what level I am. But this is about 8 to 9 hours into the game, so not super far. So as you can see here, we got like, you get tons of stuff like almost every quest. Tons of blueprints here, some new stuff we can make, crafting materials. These are those abandoned god arcs that you can socket into weapons. Not only weapons, but also your shield, your gun. Alright, so we unlock some burst darts for the Heavy Moon. And some new bullet types. You can actually craft your own bullets with like different effects. I mean, that's like an endless rabbit hole if you want to jump into that. Yeah, how is it? I mean, I enjoy it, but I'm biased to this style of game. Third-person action, taking down giant boss kind of games. So I'm enjoying it.
Please, I'm begging you.
Look me in the eye, Hugo.
Doing this would mean entering into a contract with the governor of Pennywort for the exclusive use of Hugo and the other ages. I'm afraid I don't see a chance of winning here.
Even if negotiation worked, the sum demanded by your port would be astronomical.
Thanks, Danger.
You must
Danger provided this cup. I don't know if you can see, it says Deadite on it. Can you see that?
For you should be enough to cover whatever fee they want. Or if not that, you can always take it out of what you owe us for our work.
And is that it? Of course, you did open up a route for us. However, it wasn't your group working alone that got it cleared. We do understand each other, right?
Yo, Keith.
How long are these games? They're usually fairly long. I don't know how long this one is though, so I can't give you a rough estimate. This is about 9 hours into the game, and I still don't have quite all of the like systems unlocked.
Here. Everything I could find relating to Baron and the acceleration trigger is recorded in these documents.
This is...
We're gonna grow up and work for you, Hilda. Even if it doesn't taste good, we'll clean our plates and get big and strong.
You sweet kids.
I know it's not enough, but I'm sure you know that we are 100% serious. We are willing to work to win our future. Just like you built yours.
Man, what do you think? I admire the sentiment, but...
Hilda, listen. You really do need us. Well, you need our friend and their ability at least.
Oh, a little handsy there, guy.
What do you mean?
Fime's presence is attracting Ash Aragami. You know it is.
When did you...
So, she is. If you continue with this job, you'll literally be carrying that risk with you. Right now, the only people in the world who can face off against Ash Aragami are our friend and us.
I see. So that's what you're touting as your real value in this deal?
We can be your shield if it costs us everything. In exchange, you only have to give us a chance.
There's no guarantee that you'll always be able to handle the Ash Aragami. Your reasoning relies on the assumption that you'll survive, that your hope and determination will carry you through this. That is a risky investment.
We'll win, even if it kills us. Just give us the chance.
I can't do that.
Hilda!
Dying isn't an option.
Huh?
You have to survive until we complete our contracted delivery of Fime. With that as a prerequisite, I will accept a contract with you. As collateral, I'll place the children who are unable to fight into my orphanage. From here on out, I will be the client of your contract. Consider me a patron, if you will, my idealistic hounds.
Yeah, so far the story's been pretty much a lot of this, so this kind of gives you what to expect, just in between banter and between missions, really. Is it available on the PS4 store? I'm not sure if it's live yet or not. I heard some people were looking for it, but couldn't find it earlier this morning. Alright, we're going to be skipping all this in between banter. We'll be watching the big cutscenes, just to get back to the action. So yeah, we just unlocked a whole new feature, it explained. The Vagrant Merchant.
Hey, how are you doing? I got word from the owner. You officially belong to this ship now, do you? Never thought that I, of all people, would be out running around the field like that. Thanks to that work contract between you guys and the owner, it looks like I'm actually needed out there. This armlet's not a fashion statement, you know? I don't imagine I'm going to make much of a but it looks like for whatever reason we have to dance with some more scary origami. Although humans are scarier than origami, if you ask me. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sometimes the PS4 store,
like that is my one true flaw.
sometimes it doesn't update until like around 2 or 3. Yeah, I'll check back in like an hour or two, see if it's up.
On the field, I'll give every ounce of what I have.
Alright, so where is this merchant? So in between missions, sometimes you can't start the next mission until you talk to everybody. So sometimes you just have to run around and look for who has the speech bubbles. I don't know where this merchant is. Try the laboratory. Is God Eater 3 good? For what I've played, I would say good is a good description. Yes, it is good. Can't give you any more of a critique than that, since I'm not super far. Where the heck is that merchant? So yeah, we did get some new burst darts here. That'll improve our jumping attack. This will improve our dash attack. Alright, this is our last bit of customization we just unlocked for our class. We don't have any of these yet, but we can put stuff there now. Alright, so we gotta find this merchant. Because so far there hasn't been any kind of merchant. That's Faith. And we're looking for Hope. Oh, that is a merchant. Okay, yeah, we probably had her this whole time. I could actually use some more health items. There she is. Okay, she actually sells blueprints. Neither of those are really that good. Probably wait till we get some of our own. Okay, she sells some pretty good stuff. Alright, let's take on the next one. Yeah, here you can actually change who comes with you. We just got this guy. They can learn skills too, which you pick. We're actually going to take this guy back in. Alright, thanks Zoe. Yeah, we just found her. Don't want to know what that would have done. Doing 0 damage. Using up too much stamina. See if we can get him in that trap. I haven't used the traps much. Not sure how effective they are. It's like either that trap went away or it got damaged. Just broke. Oh, downed. So up there in the top right by our map, oh, I didn't know there's a health thing right there. Dang it. That's actually a team's endurance. That's how many times you can pretty much respawn. Wish I would have solved this right here. And it's up. so one of my teammates, I gave him Venom, which actually poisoned him right now. Didn't think he'd go down that fast. He did kill me once, though. The levels down at the bottom, that's your burst gauge, which is gained by doing these devour attacks on enemies. If you see a lot of the fights, I start with that move, which gets you to level 1 burst. And then you can get to level 2 and 3 by doing various different things like perfect shielding, perfect dodging. You can do the engage ability with your teammates, which it says right there, active engage. And you can link with your teammates and share their burst level. There's a few ways to raise the level, but pretty much they just make you attack harder. They give you access to your burst dart skills. They also allow you to double jump. So it pretty much just all around makes you much better. Like I said, we're just gonna be we're skipping all these in-between dialogues that aren't the like core dialogue. You can enjoy those for yourself if you get the game. We're just gonna be showing the main story bits and then try to get back to the action as quickly as possible. I wasn't a big fan of those burst dart finishers we took along. We just got this one. Fires Oracle energy in 3 directions to attack multiple nearby origami. We don't really want to attack multiples. Just want to attack one. This is actually giving us a different aerial attack. Try that one.
Marginal rise in ash density. Starting the survey.
Is that a bad sign?
I can't be sure. It's just so sudden.
Little guys are messing me up. Jeez. I want to get a look at that new aerial attack I said we have. Okay, yeah, that last hit is entirely new. It's pretty cool.
You could be surrounded there. Suggesting do battle points.
We actually use the Devour attack to actually farm materials off of enemies as well in this game. I could use one of these free health stations. I took too much damage on those dumb little guys. Now, how are the controls? They're a little hard to get used to at first. They can be kind of awkward. But I'm pretty used to them now for the most part. I find the most difficult thing to get used to is managing the camera, since most of your attacks and things you're doing are on the face buttons, and if you play not locked on, I mean, that's perfectly possible. You have to constantly jump between manually moving the camera and attacking, and the lock-on system kind of helps to alleviate that, but the lock-on system, just like Monster Hunter World itself, it kind of has its own issues all to its own. So if you see that blue buff we just got, it's that blue circle right above our gauge at the bottom. That's an acceleration trigger, and those activate, you pick which one, and they activate according to different criteria. Like mine is perform 5 devours, and then that activates mine. They just did a devour, and now it says 1 out of 5. So yeah, those do all kinds of, buffs. Yeah, that new aerial hits pretty hard. What would I say are some of the downsides to this game? Also, is there a language option? I'm not sure if there's a language option, actually. Let me check when we get back to the hub. The only downside that I found, as I just mentioned, is maybe the controls in some ways. This might be rectified if you play actually on PC with keyboard and mouse, but the way the controls are mapped, you have to either decide if you want to kind of keep your hands on the attacking and dodge buttons for the most part, or manipulate the camera. You can't really do both too well. Then the lock-on system is kind of hit and miss. That's really the only downsides. And if you're not like into this style of game, you could probably easily say this is repetitive. But you kind of have to know what you're getting into with these games. These hunting style games are naturally just repetitive in a way. I'm gonna be doing the same areas, same bosses over and over, but yeah, just know that going in, you should be fine.
Won't you join me? Come, we can take you back to your own vessel.
The burst gauge maxes out at 3. You can keep it going just by fighting well, by either performing perfect dodges, perfect blocks. So if you're really good, you should be able to just keep it going at level 3. Easier said than done, though. Language option is on the main menu. Okay, thanks, yeah. I might try to make a new Buster Blade. Although I like the Heavy Moon, there's some aspects I don't like about it. I don't like how a lot of its attacks automatically have forward momentum to them, so it's easy to kind of be in mid-attack and kind of attack past the monsters. It's one aspect I liked about the Buster Blade. It stays fairly planted for the most part. So yeah, we actually got a new Buster Blade. See if we can make that. I want a bunch of new costume stuff. I'll go show off that. Since there isn't traditional armor in the game, there's only appearance stuff. Your shield does function as your armor, though, in the game. I can show that off as well. Hey, Dominican. What's up? No, you're not too late. Probably got another half hour to 45 minutes left on the stream.
Good to have you home. We can handle pretty much anything, huh?
Alright, let's see what we can make. Alright, like I said, your shield actually functions as your kind of like your armor in the game. That's what gives you defense. There's 3 types. There's like a small, medium, and large. You might ask yourself, like, well, why wouldn't you always pick the large for the highest base defense? Well, the downside is that they block the slowest. Like how fast the shield actually comes out. It's not a huge difference, actually. And I've been running with the large shields. I've had a few instances where I go to block and it doesn't quite come out in time. I might actually jump down to a medium shield if I get one with a pretty good defense, actually. Yeah, all these medium shields are actually worse than my heavy right now. That one's close. That one's close in defense. And it comes with the skill Aerial Jumper. What's that? Okay, increased dive distance. That's actually pretty good. Dives that move where you fly through the air with your shield. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna make that. And then we can install some skills on it. This one actually you can put 2 on there. Increased materials gained. Yeah. Let's take that. Not gonna help us in battle, but help us in the long run. We don't have the best things to put on here, but we'll take what we can. You can make your own character. Actually, kind of try to make my character look like 2B from Nier. I could actually use some... What am I looking for? Outfits, here we go. I could actually use a more like black outfit. See what we got new. Some jackets. So it looks like we don't have a lot of the stuff for those, sadly. Here's some of the new stuff we just got. These are pants. See if we can make a better Buster Blade. Yeah, that looks cool. Ooh. I'm a big fan of that. We need a Moonin scale and a Draconic plate. How close are we to this? About the same. That actually does 2 ticks of ice damage too. Yeah, I want to try to get that. Yeah, Moonin. Let's look for that. Now we need to talk to some more people in town. Yeah, I wish it showed you where these people are you need to talk to in town. Is there a map? You're back. What did you miss? Not much. We're gonna work towards crafting a new Buster Blade. Which means we're probably gonna go do one of the bosses we just did again. Not sure which one. I have to look. Because I'm enjoying the heavy moon weapon, I'm not loving it. Alright, I think that's everybody we had to talk to. Kind of weird fun fact, if you see in the top left corner my name is Deadite with a 4 in it, which is abnormal because it wouldn't let me have the word dead for some odd reason. They, like, censored the word dead. So that's why you see me have a stupid name. Alright, so we need to get a Moonin something something. Okay. Gotta fight that guy again. Yeah, Moonin scale, so probability 32%. Yeah, let's go take him on again. I really want to make that blade. Yeah, so we have that medium shield now. It actually blocks just a little bit faster than that heavy shield we had. I do have a little less defense now, though. That's the trade-off with the shields.
area. Setting coordinates. Confirm. Activation response detected.
I wanted that health. Dang it. I forgot to refill my health items before we came in here. I hit on a really bad spot there. It seems like hitting his feet doesn't do much at all. Yeah, hitting him in the head is like quadruple the amount of damage. I'm failing on those big hits. Yeah, the medium shield just saved me right there. I wouldn't have gotten that block off in time if I had that heavy shield still. I probably should have done the quick devour. Probably could have kept our burst level 3. Yeah, I think medium shields are the way to go. I'm being much more successful with my blocks with that shield. The heavy's good, but just sometimes will let you down. If you go for a block and it just doesn't come out in time. If you don't block much, then definitely go for the heavy shield though, because it'll just give you a flat out better defense boost. Started that fight kind of sloppy, but I think that might have been faster than the first time. Yeah, I have the patch, patch 1.1. Yeah, right when I logged in before the stream. Got a few new accessory options and stuff, yeah. We'll probably have to fight them at least one more time. Yeah, we got the scale, now we need the plate. Draconic plate. That might be something we can actually make. Craft item. Draconic plate. Nope. Not seeing it. Because I missed it. Yeah, I'm not seeing Draconic plate. Now, where do you get that? Maybe it's something we haven't fought yet. Can you romance characters in this game? No. You cannot. Could make a scythe. Doesn't do any elemental damage, but it does do pretty good base damage. Yeah, let's do scythe for a while. Looks like I won't be getting my Buster Blade anytime soon, so I figure out how to get that Draconic plate. Alright, the special attacks for the scythe are actually this like wide sweeping thing. It's pretty good range. You can do this like vertical finisher. Pretty good all around weapon. Just don't seem to work on them. Man, you do so much more damage hitting them in the weak spots in this game. It's crazy. Like weak spot hits compared to like non-weak spot is just drastically different. It went from 29 to 339 just by hitting in the right spot. I was like, what the heck just hit me? What a monster. Where are you going? Does using Devour also maintain the gauge at level 3? I believe so. We can test that next time. I believe just performing Devours will keep you at level 3. It won't get you to level 2 and 3 on its own. I'll take a look next time. How's the game so far? I'm enjoying it, but I'm biased to these types of games. I enjoy third-person action games where you're primarily, you know, fighting a singular boss, kind of. Pretty much boss fights the game. I'm down. Yeah, Ultima. Yeah, I'll test that here because I'm curious myself now.
Conference for the Fenrir HQ Reclamation Initiative.
Yes, it will be held soon at Gleipnir HQ to give an outline of the project.
They're trying to reclaim Fenrir HQ, huh? Isn't it basically a hive of Ashborn?
You certainly know a lot about it, don't you? But clearly there's something there that they think is worth the rip.
Wait, since it's a conference, that means a lot of other caravans will be there too.
I'd imagine so. From what I hear, pretty much every port in this area will be sending caravans for it.
Thanks for that, Hilda.
Hmm?
Well, if you're telling us about this, then you have something in mind, right? Yes, the conference. And there's the initiative. I'm going to market our skills there.
Huh. Very shrewd.
The people going to the conference will be dying for information about Ashborn.
What are you up to?
Nothing to worry about. All right, let's do...
Got some people to go find and talk to.
You and Veem are like two peas in a pod. We'll be at HQ soon. Once we're there, my job will be done.
Claire, your job?
Yeah, it's almost over. Veem.
Alright, that might be it. I wish I had a pop-up and said like your mission's ready after you talk to the right amount of people. Oh, it does kind of tell you where they're at. He's waiting in the living quarters, okay. It does kind of tell you. I'd already looked in there though. Oh, is it in that like side room with the shop? It's called lobby. No. Wouldn't you think the living quarters would be in the residential block? Container passage. Metal cooler. What am I missing? I'm not sure if I'm going to review the game at all, actually. This isn't the type of game you'd really compare to Dark Souls, you'd compare to Monster Hunter, actually. That'd be the real challenge. Not to say that. Oh, I don't know where the heck... Oh, it's... You said the living quarters. The owner said she'd like to have a word with you. He's waiting in the living quarters. Oh. I must have walked in and like my character was like right in the way of seeing her. Duh. Alright, now we should be good to go. No, it's only on PS4 and PC right now. Okay, so we have access now to pretty much like the raids. I believe these have 8 players. And they usually have pretty strict time limits. Like only 5 minutes, that's insane. See if it finds anybody. Alright, Dominican, take it easy. I don't know if many people are going to be this far yet. Nope, there's somebody. I like how like everybody picks female characters in the game. The male characters aren't like the best. Like the female characters can look pretty diverse, but the male characters, it's hard to really make them look that different. There's like no beards or anything. Yeah, I tried to make my character look like 2B actually. I need some more like black outfits that has a little too much white in it. Oh, there's a male character. Oh. Okay, everybody, we got... Everybody but one is an online player, nice. So yeah, so these are kind of like the raids in the game. They have pretty harsh time limits, which is I'm not a huge fan of. Like, we only have 5 minutes. That seems like an arbitrary difficulty a little bit, but we'll see. No, the accessories and outfits you unlock by playing through the story. Alright, we gotta be quick here. I have no idea if we're like geared enough to even come close to this. Guess we'll find out. Hit around by those little guys. Yeah, it's kind of hard to aim because you have to shoot with the face buttons and aim with the right stick, so you need kind of like 3 hands to aim well. And the reach on the scythe is unassumingly short in the air. Hey, he hits hard when he's in burst state. Oh, we're down. man, we forgot to equip those burst darts we got. We'll be doing a lot more damage if I remember to put those on. I was not prepared for this. The team's weak link, I think. Okay, that wasn't too bad. A minute 31 to spare. Group shot.
Time to eat.
What's my most anticipated game? Probably Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. Yeah, there's a... Yeah, you can tell what they're weak to by not only... How did I get third? I did terrible there. Yeah, there's a couple ways you can tell what they're weak to. I'll show you here, coming up. Hey Kaiser, what's up? Yeah, I'll probably do one more fight here and wrap it up. I didn't get a test if Devour attacks keep your burst gauge up after level 2. We'll try that this next time. Playing on PS4 Pro.
Welcome home. I'm glad you're back safe.
Alright, the database here, this should show you, yeah, it shows you what they're weak to here, and also when you're about to do the mission, it'll show you as well. How far am I? About 10 hours in. Probably halfway through rank 3 or getting close to the end of rank 3. It looks like you can buy some outfits here as well. Can you not preview them? That's weird. I really want to go back to Buster Blade, but I really can't make a real good one. Lucent crystal. Can we might be able to make that. We sure can. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good skill that has. Increases how fast you can do the big, like, charge up attack for that. Nice. Wasn't exactly the blade I wanted, but not bad. I wanted this one. But do not know how to get the draconic plate quite yet. Guess I could show you real quick what you can do with your allies here, your AI partners. You can actually have them learn some stuff. I'm actually going to give her freeze attacks.
One step at a time. You haven't seen anything yet.
I can't wait to give this a try.
Can a single weapon have multiple elements? Good question. You can upgrade weapons, which I actually haven't been able to do yet. Yeah, it doesn't show me the more advanced ones to see that. Let's go jump through the crafting and see if any have multiple elements real quick. Now some of them have like more those circles by the element. Some do more elemental damage than others. Yeah, maybe some of the more advanced ones do, but yeah, as of right now, no. They only do one element. Alright, let's do one more with our brand new Buster Blade and probably wrap it up there. Oop. Didn't want to do an assault again. Do this optional one. How do you activate oracle cells? See if that tells us in here. A better explanation than I could tell you. I don't see it in here. Might be under guns. I can show you when we get in a match. New sword's pretty cool. Alright, so we're at rank 2 burst. I can test that now to see if Devours will increase it at this point. Yeah. Devouring will maintain it, it just won't get you to rank 2 or 3. You have to do that by doing like perfect dodges, perfect blocks. I didn't get to show off the Oracle cells. Finished that quicker than I thought. Sorry about that. I do like this sword though. One thing I'm not really using is the Link Burst rounds. One thing I gotta remember to use. I also don't use my gun very much. Triple S. How tight is the timing on the dodge or parry? It's actually a pretty small window. It's hard to do on purpose. It will just more than often just happen naturally. But it's not that hard to do. Medium difficulty, I would say, to pull that off. A lot of the elements in this game, they seem like intimidating, but a lot just happen naturally just from playing. Like the burst starts and stuff might seem intimidating, but they really just kind of seamlessly integrate into how you fight already. This actually changes our crush attack. I want to see what that looks like. Alright, we're gonna go do one quick one while I check that out. If you guys have any last questions, this would be probably the last mission we're gonna do. And we're just gonna do this one that is essentially just killing a bunch of small enemies. There's not a big monster in this one. And back to the perfect dodge and the perfect block, it'll actually do this orange circular like indicator kind of towards the center of the screen, so you know when you got it. So yeah, when we got our burst gauge, we should have a new charge attack now. Oh, it glows different. Nice. Yeah, there's like so much depth to this game with like being able to change your actual attacks and stuff. Yeah, that's my dash attack now. Shoots like a bolt out. Oh, I don't like that aerial move though. Makes you fly too far forward. What console? This is on, I'm playing on PS4 Pro. It's also on PC. Not on Switch, sadly. Yeah, I think Buster Blade's my favorite so far. I need to get better at using its special attack. It actually gives you a brief block before that swing. Yeah, that's God Eater 3, everybody. Probably gonna wrap it up here. Any last questions? This would be your last chance. My thoughts? I'm really enjoying it so far. It does have some small little annoyances with the camera, with some of the controls, but they're minor. Just know what you're getting into with this kind of game. You're going to be fighting a lot of the same bosses over and over in fairly simplistic arenas. But it's all about making new weapons, getting better.
I feel like I'm excess baggage. No.
There's a good grind to it.
But being done with...
I'm gonna actually go change my aerial attack before I forget. Are you able to customize your character look? Yeah, you can create your own character at the start. You can kind of mess with some stuff. I'll show you here. So you can change what you're wearing here. You can craft, there's more than just what I'm showing you here. You can craft new outfits. I just don't have that many right now. You can change your hairstyle. Doesn't look like you can change everything. It doesn't look like you can change your skin color or your eye color like you could at the start, or your face. There's also accessories. Some of these are new, they just added today in the patch that came out. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the terrain is much of a focus. It's more just, think of the areas more as arenas for bosses. You know, you compare that to almost any other game ever made that has bosses. The arenas you fight them in are usually pretty flat and kind of boring in a way. Just to showcase the boss itself, that's more what they're going for. See, I'm gonna change my jump attack. I didn't really like that one. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for everybody who stopped in, everybody who's watching this in the archive. This has been God Eater 3, pretty cool Monster Hunter style game. There's a lot of differences, but a lot of similarities as well. If you like fast-paced action, taking down bosses, making better gear, I would definitely look into this for sure. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it.